Hey everybody. Happy Saturday and welcome back to Saturday Sprints. I can't believe it's been a couple weeks, but I'm back from my family vacation and we had a great time, still recovering, feeling a lot better. We got sick, but it wasn't anything bad, just like sinuses and stuff, but we're back, and I am in my other craft room than normal. I'm cleaning it. It is my main goal to get it organized and cleaned. I keep changing everything. I can't find like a system that works, so I keep switching it around and changing stuff up. So that's currently what I'm doing. I'll also be listening to Flamefall by um hang on. Rosaria Munda? It's the second in the Fireborn series. I'm read and listened to the first book, and I really liked it. It's a little bit more political fantasy, but I don't know. I really enjoyed it, so I'm listening to the second one now, and it's going good so far. I also started last night All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doer. I'm horrible with pronunciating names. I started that last night. I have the audio on Libby. So this is a historical fiction book. I'm pretty excited to get to that. I've heard really good things, and then I want to watch the Netflix series. So what are you guys all up to? Um, how was your week? It is definitely feeling like spring here, which I am living for. Hey, Courtney, just stopping by to say hello, getting ready to take my little guy to grandma and grandpa's house for a sleepover with his cousins. Oh my gosh, that's so much fun. Actually, we have Matt's cousin here staying with us too. So that's so fun. I will leave you on the TV while I'm gone and we'll join later. Thank you so much, Courtney, and I hope your little guy has a great time with his cousins. Hey, April, what are you up to today? It has been super rainy here, which is really nice for I don't know, I'm ready for rain and no more snow. And all my spring flowers are starting to like grow. I hope they don't like pop up yet because we're still gonna have some colder temperatures, but I am hoping that this means like spring is on the way. My animals have been shedding like crazy, so it has to be spring, right? And it's daylight savings this weekend. I'm not ready to lose sleep. I'm really really could use more sleep, not less sleep. Fixing breakfast right now, then we'll hopefully be finishing Secrets of Winter House. I'm at 52% in. Very nice. I don't know. I'm starting like so many books. So I'm 16% into Flamefall. I'm like maybe 1 or 2%. I'm 3% into All the Light We Cannot See. And then I'm also listening to just like a cute little rom-com called Blue Hawaiian. It's just a tropical romantic comedy, and I'm 54% into there. So I I don't think I'll be finishing any books today, but that's super exciting if you get to finish yours. Hey, I'll be reading Nancy Drew The Secret of Redgate Farm. I've been behind for my yearly goal, so I chose a shorter book. Nancy Drew was like one of my first series that I absolutely loved. Like the Hardy brothers and the Boxcar Children and Nancy Drew. Oh my gosh. I like uh, deep down I really would love to collect all the Nancy Drew books and like reread them. I remember my favorite one, I don't remember the title, but it had, the Black Widow spider in it. That one I remember and I think about every now and then, which is crazy because I read it in elementary school, but I love that. That really makes me wanna read more Nancy Drew. Hi, reading Swift and Saddled this morning and snuggling my 15-month-old who's got 2 teeth coming in or coming through. Thanks for doing sprints. Thank you for being here. I'm so sorry about your 15-month-old, but hopefully the snuggles are helping. Hey, Wendy, thank you for joining. Are you working today or you get to relax for a little bit? I didn't read the Hardy Brothers or Boxcar, but I've always loved Nancy Drew, and I have several books of the series. I really I really always wanted to, like, collect them. I'm honestly surprised I haven't. One of the used bookstores in my area has them, but it's so hard to get, like, the first ones because obviously a lot of people want the first, few of them, but my mom's name is Nancy, and I've thought once upon a time, like, my mom's aunt, so my great aunt, was, like, buying the books for her, but then I asked my mom about it recently, and she was like, "No, that didn't happen." I was like, "Well, how did I make this up in my head?" Because I really I wanted it to happen and be like, "Can I inherit them?" You know, like, "Can I get them?" And my mom's like, "That wasn't a thing." And I was like, "I swear it was," because I was so excited, and I felt like subconsciously that's why I didn't collect them, you know? I don't know. I'll just have to get my own, but even, like, even if I got, like, the ebooks of them, I think I would be happy, but that really makes me wanna reread them. I'll just throw out my whole TBR. Hey, Missy, thank you for joining. Debating on if I'm going to work or not. I'm hearing the system is down, so not sure what I'm doing yet. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm not one to complain typically about, like, shipping and stuff, but this week, I have never had more issues with all of delivery services, which I know that's not the workers at all. Um, but it's so weird. Like my book of the month, the tracking wouldn't track and I know this is a little bit different than what you do, Wendy, but has anyone else had this issue? My book of the month books would not track and then they were like here. All of a sudden like it was couldn't find them. The tracking number said it didn't exist and then it was like, "Oh, out for delivery." I'm like, "What happened?" And then the same thing happened. I had multiple Amazon orders and they all got delayed, and then when I would look up the tracking, nothing. There was nothing there. It was so weird. And then like, it's USPS, UPS, like, I feel like it's been everything, and it's like and then Instagram and Facebook went down. I was like, "Is everything just down right now?" I'm so confused. A Dawn of Onyx came yesterday, and I'm only 25% of the way through House of Sky and Breath, though. You got time for Dawn of Onyx. We are doing sprints on the 23rd. April will be joining me on the 23rd for a Dawn of Onyx sprints, and then we're discussing it on April Fool's Day. So you have some time, so don't worry. I'm sure you'll get through just in time. Oh no, I feel like technology is failing us so much the last couple weeks. Yeah, I just like I don't like relying on it, but I rely on it, and now I'm like, "What am I supposed to do?" Instagram and Facebook were down, and then now they're talking about taking away TikTok again. I was like, "Shoot, what am I gonna do for my small business?" It's motivation to get a website, right? Or we'll just stay here on YouTube. Yes, no worries, you have time. Yes, there's lots of time. I will be honest, I'm going to try to read my entire TBR before a Dawn of Onyx. I am the worst procrastinator when it comes to reading for book clubs, but it's because I've learned that I forget what happens unless, like, I write it down, and I need to get better about, like, journaling my books and, like, writing down quotes that I like and different things like that, but then it takes so much time too, you know, to, like, stop what you're doing and writing, but I just read Powerless, the YA fantasy in 2 days, so now I have made it where I'm, like, See? You can read 500 pages in 2 days. You do not need to rush into reading a Dawn of Onyx. So, I'm really not helping my procrastination is what I'm saying. You're not the only one. I guess I would have dreams when I was a kid and thought it was a memory from real life, but then I brought it up to my mom, and she was like, "That didn't happen." Yeah. I just could have swore my mom was like, "Oh, yeah, your Aunt Janet saved these because my mom's name is Nancy, and she loved the Nancy Drew books," and I just I don't know. My aunt, my mom's sister also used to have, like, a children's bookstore and, like, toy store and stuff, but, like, a lot of books, a lot of children's books, and I feel like she also had, like, Nancy Drew, so maybe I don't know, maybe I was, like, putting that together, I don't know. Yeah, and they need to stop that, I love my TikTok, like, can we just figure it out, and can, the music industry and TikTok figure stuff out? I miss all the sounds on TikTok. It's just all very stressful. There's so many creators going back through to their muted content and adding new sounds, and I don't know, maybe it's, like, lazy of me or I don't I just don't care. I was like, "Whatever, they're muted." They're old videos, most of them anyways, even my newer ones. I'm like, "I don't have the energy to go back to find sounds that are gonna work." Because sometimes, they're meant I use the sound as, like, the template for the video, so now that I don't have the sound, I'm like, "I am not wasting time to find new sound." My TBR stack is so high right now, and Crescent City books are so thick. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I just got a TBR cart, if you guys follow me on a Spark of Sam library, and it is purely because I do not have room on my bookshelf anymore. So this is my craft room, and there's space right here, but I'm going to like fill all of this with fabric. I cannot stand this whole like how this looks, and that's what I'm trying to do today while I listen to Flamefall, is to clean a little bit more. But yeah, I totally got a TBR cart because I don't have shelf space anymore, and I don't know. I have a bunch of books I need to destash, but it's hard for me, like, even if I like a book and don't love it, I don't wanna get rid of it. It's an issue I have, but I am trying to not buy as many books that I don't think like, if I don't know if I like them or not, so it's gonna be hard for me. I am definitely a tangible reader. My library is really small, so they don't have a lot of physical books, but their Libby is pretty good. So, I would, try to get them from the library, but they don't have a lot of the books I want in physical form, so I'll just stick with ebooks, I guess. It's gonna be hard for me, but okay, lots of talking. We'll get started on our first sprint. We'll go to the top of the hour. And if you guys don't know, my awesome friend Vanessa from Reads with Dr. B uh, made this timer. So shout out to her. Super thankful that she made this timer so I don't get any people mad about stuff, me using their videos, which I totally get. I totally get. I just need to make my own ambiance videos and timers and just haven't done that yet, but it's on the list. I also did sign up. Sorry, so much rambling. I did sign up for 2 more events for my small business, like vendor events, so I'll be working a lot to get stuff made for those, and yeah, it's just gonna be busy. I don't know. This if the sun is starting to come through, I'm ready for, like, just hustling and all the work. I don't know. I'm ready for it. I feel like I'm gonna say this, knock on wood, but I feel like this next phase of life is just, like, I'm here for it after how rough last year was. Anyways, let's get started. Hi guys, welcome back. How did everybody do on that sprint? I only got 2% of my book, 2 more percent. I'm at 18% now in Flamefall. I'm liking it. It's really good. I feel like the first book was like building up to a lot of stuff and then a lot happened at the end and then now more stuff is getting like explained and figured out. Um, but I ate. My husband knocked out the internet. He, like, decided to change, like, the outlet covers. Well, not just the covers, but so our house was built in the 1950s, and all of our outlets are, like, cream color, and he decided now that he was gonna update it to white, and apparently, this one outlet literally I don't the wiring in our house is really outdated. Like, half of our house has, like, updated wiring and the other half isn't, and so that's something we're trying to work on. Well, he's like, "Oh, I'll just change the outlets," and all of a sudden, I was like, "Did that just, like, spark?" And he's like, "No, it's fine," and then he, like, touched it again, and the TV went off, the router went off, everything, and I was like, "Why are we doing this right now?" And he's like, "I didn't know it was attached to that," and I'm like, "Why are you doing this right now?" But it came back, it's fine, it's all good. But then I took my closet doors off of this room because 'cause they're like the sliding doors, and they're metal, which I really liked because I could put magnets and stuff on it, but lately, like, the paint's been chipping on the track, and so then it doesn't slide, and I don't know, I'm just, like, over it. I'm just this room is just really not functional. Like, I use it for what I can, but I spend more time, like, looking for stuff than actually, like, being creative in it. Really stressful when I'm trying to be productive. So, I'm like, I'm just gonna spend the time to make it the way I want, and so I'm trying to get to my closet. I'm also like, "Why did you start this? Why are you doing this now?" But I know it'll be worth it in the end. Even though our house is built in the 1950s, we have good closet size, like, they're not walk-in closets, but they're bigger than what you would think they would be, but so, like, I have this space where, like, 2 doors fit, and then there's, like, another 3 feet, but it's all, like, big, deep shelves, and it's not really convenient on getting stuff in and out of it, so I'm trying to figure out, like, what could I put in there that I don't need all the time, that's bulky, but I still have access to. Ugh, it's just a lot. Do y'all feel me? But I like the need to spring clean and deep clean and declutter right now is huge. Hey Kendall, I'm reading to listen for the lie and loving it. Okay. After your sprints and everyone saying that they got that for book of the month, I already added it for my next book of the month. Um, cause yeah, I'm definitely wanna do that one, and then I don't know how I trigger those things, but apparently I do. Hey, Hannah, frantically packing and cleaning today because we were taking a last-minute beach trip for spring break. That's so exciting. Listening to the people we keep while I clean. I'm excited for you. You deserve it. I hope you have an amazing trip and you get all the cleaning you want done so that when you come back, you feel even more refreshed. Yes, I love him. I mean, I would have never guessed some of the wiring in our house is suspicious. And that's why we're trying to update it, but we weren't trying to update it so soon but now we know. Now we know. Hey, Sarah. I did 0 reading, ate breakfast, and caught up on The Voice. Yeah, I really didn't get much reading done, but it's all good. Hey, Joshua. Joined during that sprint reading Midnight's Children, 16% in. Oh, I hope you're liking it. Good morning, late to the party again. I'm going to get started on the 30 plus t-shirts for middle school musical Cinderella I need to make. I love Cinderella. Actually, I have this Cinderella wristlet that April made. That did I take with me to Disney? Yes, yes, I did. Did I remember to take pictures of it? Nope. I felt so bad. I had all my stuff in it too, and is we literally got back to the hotel, and I'm like, cool. Do you know what would have been really cool? A picture with Cinderella's castle and my bag. Didn't remember. Oh no, I'll just have to go again. Darn. uh yeah, but I'm just like spring cleaning. I really want to like sit down and read All the Light We Cannot See, but I think it's going to take me a hot minute to like I don't know. I'm just in like a go 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 mood right now, so I'm going to do that. Also, these I love it. I just felt so bad. I also took April's snack bags with me and we used them every day. No pictures. When I'm on family vacation, I feel like a lot more guilty taking pictures for myself, like pictures of my brother and of Matt and I together and like all of us doing stuff like I don't like I don't feel guilty about because I'm like this is family vacay, we're taking pictures together. But when it comes to like my stuff, like I wanted to do a bunch of reels and all that and I feel so guilty. So then I don't do it. And then I feel guilty that I didn't do it cuz I'm like I should have just done it. Do y'all feel me? Isn't it adorable? I can't wait to see your shirts. I bet they'll turn out super cute. I bet the musical would be really cute too. I got 30 pages read. I need to get the downstairs but cleaned up before my kids go down for a nap. So I'll be working on that next sprint. Yes, I am just I don't know. Maybe it's because like I'm a Midwesterner, but come springtime, I am so ready to open the windows, dust every nook and cranny, and just go through everything. And I will say, I am a collector, not a hoarder, but I don't like to get rid of things. But if I get to the point where I feel like I can't contain it and I can't, organize it, then I'm like, okay, I need to either find a way to organize it or it has to go. Bummer. Have to take another trip. If only I had another one planned. The thing is, I have lots of trips planned, but they're not until the end of this year. But then it gives me something to look forward to. But okay, also unsolicited, no shame, product show off. Because I am in my spring mode, not with just cleaning, but like artsy wise, like give me all the spring flowers. The lady who owned this house before us had, I don't know, she must have not liked the other seasons as much because I swear our front garden is 90% spring flowers. But I don't know. I'm ready for like rainy days and then like warmer sunshine and all of that. So, if you didn't know, my Etsy shop, I make a lot of cool resin stuff and I'm going to be doing a lot more multimedia things, but I have these resin bookmarks with real dried flowers in them. I kind of make it look like a milk bath, and then there's a little bit of glitter in there for a little bit of sparkle. So I have these that have flowers. I have these that have leaves in them if you're like a green lover and a foliage lover. And then I have this style which has like the ribbon, it's a rounded edge, and these have like white flowers, and I really love these ones. So yeah, available now in my Etsy shop, which is Willow Star Market. It should be in the description, hopefully, if I did that correctly, but it's a junior version of Roger and Hammerstein's, not Disney. Oh, completely fine. Doesn't have to be Disney. I'm here for the classics too. Yes, I'm here for spring. Yeah, Okay, so I'm an October baby. I love fall. Don't get me wrong. And Halloween, if you know me, I'm obsessed with Halloween. But and I also like I hate being cold, so I love the summer and sunshine. And Michigan in the summer is just freaking gorgeous. But I have really been like enjoying spring. And I feel like spring and summer and fall are all, like, neck and neck, and then winter's a lot lower. I love winter up until New Year's, and then I'm kinda over it. Then I'm like, Okay, now it's just really gloomy, and people don't have pretty lights up anymore. Kinda over it." But, yeah, so I don't know, I'm just, like I love spring. I love pinks and greens, like whether it's like a sage green or an emerald green. I just love like greens and then pinks and purple flowers. And I don't know, I just love the aesthetic of spring too. And I'm really just excited for it this year. I love the Roger and Hammerstein version. I don't know if I've read it before. I know out of the Bridgerton series, my favorite is so far I've read the first 6. My favorite one so far is, like, a Cinderella retelling in the beginning-ish. Those are beautiful, you were so creative. I can create, but not creative. I don't think so. I think we all have it in us, but the more you use it, the more creative you are. It's something that, like, with any skill you have, the more you use it, the better you are at it. Actually, I'm at the point where I'm overwhelmed with the amount of spring projects I have in mind. So come Monday, I'm gonna have a reel on a Spark of Sam Instagram that I'm gonna do something a little different for like this season with some crafts. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. I love your bookmarks. They are gorgeous and not too thick to put in my books. They're just perfect. Thank you, April. I love them. I also like I would love to get into like paper bookmarks. It's just like shipping is so expensive. And granted, I could just mail them with no tracking, but I don't want to do that either. So it's something I debate with all the time because I would love to like do like water painting of bookmarks and stuff, but I don't know. I have lots of ideas and I am just letting myself do whatever I want and be creative in so many different ways. So all of my new products, like some stuff is going to be very similar, like because I love working with resin and everything, but I also want to just venture out into a lot other avenues. And there's things that I used to do, like, I used to do baseball caps, I used to do dog bandanas, I used to do, like, a lot of other things too, and I would like to incorporate that stuff back again. So, yeah, I'm just, like, in a super creative mood lately, but to the point where I don't know where to start, which is a good problem to have. So I think I came up with a solution, you'll see on Monday. We'll see how it works. I'm gonna just wing it for this, like, next month or so, but okay, we will get back to our next sprint. Let's go to the top of the hour again. Keeps it easy, so it'll be about 46-ish minutes. Oh, I'm using one of my Sam bookmarks right now. I love your bookmarks even more than the ones I've made. Well, because you're just being biased right now. Because where's my pen? I have my pen. Here it is. My pen from Wendy, and I'm obsessed with it because it's cow print and it writes amazing. Um, and yeah, you saw I had April stuff too. I love supporting other creators, and you can just see like the passion behind what people make. And I love having like a part of that. I love having other artists' things and everything I do. So I love you guys. You're the best. Okay, let's get on our next sprint. Welcome back. So, how did that go? I am at 21% into Flamefall, so I still didn't get a ton listened to. I was chatting with Matt and his cousin, and I don't know. I might have to switch back to Blue Hawaiian, which is like a rom com, just because it's easier to listen to. I'm really liking Flamefall, but while I'm trying to like organize and remember where I put stuff, because okay, that's my biggest problem I have is I like to have things cleaned and organized, but as soon as I do, if I'm not mindful, I'll completely forget where I put everything, and then it's like, what was the point, you know? So I'm trying to be really mindful with how I do everything, and listening to Flamefall is a little complicated while doing that. That's some honestly, most of the time I'll listen to music then, but I've been kind of in a music funk lately. So if you guys have any good music, I don't I think everyone thinks their music is good, right? I mean, I'm sure all of us have some that we're like, yeah, this is our trash music we listen to, but I don't know. I'm like highly anticipating Taylor Swift's new album, and Casey Musgraves next weekend is coming out with a new album. And I feel like there's lots of new music coming out soon, but I don't know. I also like just listening to new artists and up and coming artists, and not listening to things that are like super common too, even though I just name dropped like, Taylor Swift, the biggest of all time. But yeah, so that's where I'm just at. But I have such a big TBR that I'm like, no, we gotta listen to audiobooks too. Anyways. Whew, I can't believe it's 1 o'clock here already, and I woke up early, but I don't know, the gloomy days, it feels like there's no time. Like, it's a made up concept until you look at the clock, and then you're like, "Oh, shoot." I'm glad you love your pen. I do. I love my pen so much, and Matt used it the one day, and he's like, "This writes really well." I'm like, "No, give it back. You're never allowed to touch it again," because he'll take it, and I don't wanna share because I like it. So, whew, okay. Yeah, like I said, I think I'm gonna switch up what I'm listening to, but besides that, I don't know. How'd y'all do? Are you having a good day? A lot of people are on spring break right now. It's so weird because we went to Florida last week, right? And it was my brother's spring break. It was also my cousin's spring break, and it completely I don't know, it's kind of maybe that's why I'm feeling so motivated now. Yeah, obviously we went on vacation, it was fun, but we normally go to Florida this week. So, I feel like we're a week ahead now in just life. Literally today, from the past 2 years, we were in Florida this time of year. So, it's just been different going in February, but it was nice because it was still super busy at the parks, but I feel like it wasn't as busy as it could be. I moved from the couch to my sewing room, trying to manifest motivation. April, I'm trying to give you all the motivation. I don't know how to send it to you except the fact that I love your stuff and I need you to keep creating more things and trying new bags. And if you ever need a test model, I'm here. But I get that too. Like, I really want to create, which I should just let myself create, but my room is so chaotic that I can't. And I think that's like the one thing is I was crafting so much for our trip that and like trying to get like small business stuff done that my rooms are not clean. So coming back home and being exhausted and having a really, really messy room was not helpful. So that's why I'm like, okay, let's just start at the source of the creation killer and get rid of the clutter, but now I'm like, "Okay, this needs to happen faster because 'cause I'm getting over it." That's my problem. I start cleaning and then I'm like, "Okay, I'm done." And then I don't finish. And then it turns into chaos really quick. But I haven't sewn since February 17th. Just have been in a huge slump, and now my ship date for orders are creeping closer and closer. Ugh, that's hard. I hate that feeling, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think, like, what I do to get out of it, and honestly, I just feel like it all is so situational on what gets me out of it and what gets me started. Sometimes it's doing something that I've wanted to do, and even though I feel guilty doing it versus things that have to get done, it's like you need that release of doing it, not because you have to, but because you want to, and or doing something like simple, so then you're like, yes, success, like you don't feel so stressed out if you're like getting overwhelmed about like messing up on something, because I do that all the time where like I don't want to start something because I'm worried I'm going to ruin it. So then I'm like, okay, what is something I'm good at doing? Let's keep it simple and do that, and then work on it, because then confidence booster, but I'm sorry, that's so hard. I don't I have so many things I want you to make that I'm probably not helping. The like, "Hey, you should do this, this, and this," because sometimes it's just overwhelming. It's like, "No, I don't wanna do anything right now." So true, maybe start small or finish a selfish sew I have in progress. I totally think you should. Like, if if it's, like, preventing you from doing it right now, then why not do something for yourself or do something easy that you enjoy doing to get you back in the rhythm? I really do think it helps. Um, Sometimes I know when like push comes to shove, just getting the thing that you do not want to do done also is helpful. But if you're having a hard time even getting to that, like, okay, let's just pull the band-aid off and get it done. I feel like I do better when I let myself do what I want. And that's what like Sundays have become for me, because I'll just work or like stress about working and not really relax. So I've really tried to mind shift Sundays and being the you owe nothing to no one. You don't have to post on social media. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do, because I feel like as small business owners and creatives, we are so hard on ourselves, and that we kind of take away the joy of this thing that we like doing. Even with reading, when you like have such high expectations of, oh, this is what I have to get read, that it kind of takes the fun and joy out of it. And so I'm trying to be really mindful this year about doing what's best for me and not forcing myself to do anything. But I also know that I'm in a very amazing situation that I'm very blessed to be in. So I'm just trying not to take it for granted? But I'm also like, Mondays are normally like start of the week, gotta, put the nose to the floor and just grind it out. And I've changed since I do sprints on Saturdays and I'm normally on social media a lot on Saturday. I'm like, okay, I need one more day sometimes. So if I have to take a Monday off, like I have to. Because sometimes we need, you know, we just need 2 days to refocus and to really like shift everything. With that being said, I'm hoping to get back on track. Trying to get like a set schedule for like posting content is so hard for me, and creating ahead of schedule is so hard. I am a mood crafter and creator. I'm also a mood reader, but like trying to get ahead and like, "Oh, I'm gonna film stuff this week to post next week or a month from now." That is so hard for me. I don't know why. I don't know if the rest of y'all are like that, and as, like, a small business owner, you're supposed to be, like, a season ahead, like, I should already have, like, spring stuff out because spring is almost here, and I'm like, "No, I want to live in the moment of spring and create spring things in spring," but then people are ready for summer stuff, and so it's hard, it's a hard game to play, and that can be overwhelming too. Just got home from dropping off the little man. I'm gonna grab some lunch, and then I will be picking up Green Wild, a middle grade. Ooh, I like the title. That just gives me vibes in the title alone. But okay, let's get into the next sprint. It's probably gonna be the last sprint, just because we have family visiting and I think we're gonna go out and do some shopping or something. I don't know what we're gonna do, but Matt is like itching to get going. So we'll do one more sprint and we'll chit chat for a while, like no rush, but just so you guys are aware. So let's go for 40 minutes. So it'll be like 9 2. That makes it kind of confusing. Just watch the timer. Welcome back. How did that sprint go for everybody? I did not read. I put on makeup just a little bit. I look rough today. My craft room lights are doing me dirty. But I got a little bit cleaning, was hanging out with the fam, and yeah. I've been slowly getting stuff done in here. Like I said, I don't know exactly how I want this room to work, and that's the problem I've had with it. I just keep trying different things and nothing really is working the way I want it to. I think Matt and I are gonna look into getting countertops, just to price them out or like thrifting some because right now I literally have like plywood tables on the other half of my room and I've had them since 2020. So it's like I think it's time for an upgrade and we'll see if that like makes the space a little bit more functional. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun today. I will be doing sprints again next Saturday and hopefully every Saturday for a while now. Well, I take that back. Come April, I now have a vendor event, so there'll be a couple times I won't be able to do it. For the most part, I will be here on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern if you guys need some sprints to do. Otherwise, I have lots of friends that do them throughout the week. If you guys want to follow any of them, Hannah was on here earlier, and Vanessa, the one who made the timer, she does a bunch. My friend Katie does some. Yeah. But okay, guys. I hope you have an amazing Saturday and amazing rest of the weekend. And everybody that is having a spring break, you have an awesome spring break. I got some pieces cut out and we'll be finishing up a selfish sew to get my Sojo back. I love that. I love that so much. Also, fun fact, my middle name is Joe. So I like that even better. I'm glad it worked though, and I'm glad it's helping, and I hope you're able to get everything you need to get done finished. I'm also in I'm getting really tired. My sleep schedule since we've been home has been off. Like I've been waking up and going to bed at a normal time, but I'm just don't feel well rested. So I'm hoping that changes this week. But okay, guys, have a great rest of your weekend. I will see you next time.